The Institute for Healthcare Improvement just announced a 5-year goal to reduce healthcare waste by 50% by 2025. Now, healthcare waste is currently considered to be about $1 trillion. So that means they want to save $500 billion by 2025. Now, they're calling this the trillion-dollar checkbook, but you know how you write a check and here's your $500 billion? Well, no, I think it needs to be an annuity. Every year we pay you back $500 billion that we're not wasting, if you will. So I want to reduce waste and rework in healthcare by 50% by 2025. Do you realize that's really going to require everyone in healthcare to put the pedal to the metal and start chasing this dream right now? You know, there's no waiting. Now, the problem as I see it is you can't go at it the way they've always done it, because healthcare has been going into and out of process improvement, Six Sigma, whatever, for the last 20 years. And the numbers have not changed. And so consequently, they're going to have to do something a little different than they have. Now, I'm Jay Arthur. Got a new book out called Agile Process Innovation, Hacking Lean Six Sigma for Maximum Results. Now, using this, you also have to have the QI macros. Using those two things, you can actually start to make rapid improvements in a day or less. You know, we don't need 2-week, 4-week trainings. We don't need 4-month, 12-month projects. We need to start making improvements yesterday and do it aggressively. You know, I call this an aggressive therapy for reducing healthcare waste by $500 billion. That I can't even imagine that number. But in America, $200 billion would pay for the Affordable Care Act. $300 billion more would start to pay down the national debt. All right, reduce Medicare costs dramatically, because, you know, seniors like me, we're probably half of the total payout on Medicare. So guess what? This is an opportunity, but it's going to require everybody get off their keister and embrace agile process improvement and use the tools like the QI macros to make sure that you sustain the improvement, because most of the time they make improvements and they fall apart, and they make improvements, they fall apart. No, you can't do that anymore. Now, it only takes a little bit more rigor to do this, just a little bit more rigor. So anyway, I'm Jay Arthur, author of Lean Six Sigma for Hospitals, Agile Process Innovation, QI macros. This is my goal for the next 5 years, is to help healthcare achieve this $500 billion savings. Now, the other great thing that I think will happen out of this is that doesn't mean people will be unemployed. No, it means we can give more care to people who need care, because a lot of them aren't chasing it because they just can't. It takes too long, costs too much, and, you know, they estimate there's $100 billion in misdiagnosis every year. $100 billion misdiagnosis. Ouch. All right, so that is my improvement insight for this week. You know, let's tackle healthcare. Let's solve this problem. You know, all these politicians are talking about, well, gee, we need to tax the rich. No, we need to reduce the cost of healthcare. And we can do that by $500 billion in 5 years if we go after it aggressively. That's my improvement insight for this week. Let's go out and improve something aggressively.